am who I am. It sounds quite philosophical, doesn't it? It's maybe perhaps like it is what it is, except it's deeper and personal. Perhaps on a night out you might hear someone saying something vaguely like this, attempting to sound sophisticated. If this statement was describing you and me, it would most likely be a kind of realism statement that this is me, this is it. This is me with all my limits and my quirks. There's a curious encounter that surrounds this name, and it's where Moses meets God at the burning bush that never burned up. God knows, after all, how to get our attention. Moses' reaction to God's daunting request was, "Who am I?" And it's no wonder, because God asked him to go to Pharaoh to bring his people out from 400 years of slavery. No wonder he asked God, "Who am I?" or "Why me?" or "How am I so special?" It's perhaps like one of us being asked to go to Ukraine and liberate it from the Russian invasion at present. The next question Moses had for God was, "Supposing I go and my people ask me, which they will, who sent you? What will I tell them your name is?" he says. In a sense, he was saying, my people are skeptical. They won't trust me or believe me. How will they know it's truly you that have sent me, said Moses. And this is what we read in Exodus chapter 3. That's when God said to Moses, "I am who I am." This is what you are to say to the Israelites. "I am has sent me to you." The name I am, or Yahweh, is one of the most intimate names of God. But what did it mean? And God discloses this rather circular and mysterious statement. So when he describes himself as "I am who I am," it's a self-defining statement. God defines who he himself is. I am. In and of himself, he is. You could put it this way. God is saying, I have always been who I always have been. I am who I am, and I will be who I will be. See, God is constant. He's consistent. He's unchangeable in his nature. And that's seen in the history books with his dealings of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and then with Moses. And now, even with you and I, if we walk with him. Yet there is something also very mysterious about this statement. God is indescribable. He's uncontainable. He's unfathomable. What we know about God is only what he has revealed to us and what he's allowed us to see. And what's special is he's a God who delights to reveal himself to us if we ask him, in increasing measure. But we'll never capture him or understand all that he is. He's too big. He's too much for us. But that's precisely the kind of God that Moses needed to know that was with him. It was the God who had no limits, not like Moses or us. God who doesn't get weary, who doesn't give up. So this, what it means, I am who I am, it carries weight and gravity, is that if this is the God who went with Moses, then Moses can go anywhere and anything is possible. What we must also remember that as soon as Jesus arrives on the scene, he uses this phrase, I am, because he was deliberately aligning himself beside the greatest deliverer of Israelite history, which was Moses. Jesus, as he talks of himself as the 7 I am, in these 7 I am statements in the Gospel of John, is claiming to be none other than the incomprehensible, uncontainable, self-defining God of the universe. They're incredible, humongous statements that Jesus is the bread of life or nourisher of our souls. He's the light of the world in the darkness. He's the gateway to life in a world full of death. He's the good shepherd when no one else will look out for people. He's the resurrection and the life in the face of death. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And he's the true vine. So through his sacrificial death, this life is open to all who will bow the knee before him. And the Bible narrative is a story about Yahweh, who will not allow anything to stand in his way of forging a close and committed relationship with his chosen people. In Acts 17, Paul says this, for in him we live and move and have our being. See, our lives are meant to be sacred, and Jesus wants to accompany us on life's journey. The challenge or the invitation to us is, will we accept his invitation to life as it's meant to be, with his spirit living inside of us? The God who is the I am who I am. I'm your host, Matt Tuttleby of Bundoran Bible Reflections. Have a great week.